there was so much apathy toward kind of where we were in the album process that we sat down as a band and discussed that maybe after 9 years this has run its course. This album is exciting because it was kind of the album that almost wasn't, and I think it was like a long process to get here, and I think you can tell in the songs that this record sounds like this kind of end of innocence in this, like, I think, time period between the 6.5 years of when we started this band and how we spent 6 years on the road, and then it kind of felt like one really long day, and then we finished touring off of Legendary, our last record, at the end of summer 2014. We spent a good year and a half making this record, and there was a lot of trial and tribulations, and I think you can feel that and hear it and connect to it in the album. And I think, and then the other wonderful thing about this record is John and Steven, these two back here, they produced it. So we always say, like, this album sounds like the most like a Somerset album, but this one really does, because we just made it ourselves in a bedroom, pretty much.
There's sort of a process that it took for Steven and I to kind of, it wasn't even really an option for us to do the record until a certain amount of time had passed. It was almost like meant to be we had enough time between starting writing the record and getting into recording where we found ourselves in a place where
we actually were capable
of doing the record by ourselves, and it kind of fell in our lap sort of towards the end of the whole process.
I think that was, for a while, that wasn't necessarily the plan.
It wasn't, no.
This record was like maybe to be more involved, but I think we spent a lot of the record, or a lot of the process, and a lot of why it took so long is because Legendary, last record, opened a lot of doors for us and was a very exciting album process, but we got like kind of a taste of a lot of things that we wanted to accomplish the next time around, and I think that had put a lot of unnecessary pressure on some of the songwriting process and just kind of getting, I definitely was like way too much inside my own head, and it wasn't until like at one point there was so much apathy toward kind of where we were in the album process, and so the songs felt so disjointed that we sat down as a band and discussed that maybe after 9 years this has run its course, and let's just put out a farewell album for our fans and just use the songs we have and self-produce it. And then we made the record that way and realized, oh my God, this is the best work we've ever done. So I think it wasn't until we let our guard down that the album kind of became what it is.
We wanted to get the songs so close to finished before we even brought another producer in. That was kind of the original idea. It was like, hey, let's get these really, really close as we can, and then let's kind of maybe bring someone in. And so we had already gotten so close with a few songs, like the song Figure Me Out, which is the first song we released from the album. We'd gotten so close production-wise that the label didn't really give us much pushback because we'd presented these first versions of songs that were so close that they were already pretty happy with how far we'd come along on our own. So it wasn't really too big of a battle.
They were just also excited to find out we were going to stay a band. If you ever want to get your record label to let you do whatever you want, fake breakup.